What is going on, everyone? This is the Clunker Showdown. I'm your host, Brendan Bryan. Let's get started. First and most obvious, the content for the final half of the Clunker Showdown got corrupted, and I didn't have time to re-record everything, so we're just going to recap things here. There are a lot of changes between 25 and 26, mostly concerning the championship format, and that will be discussed in another video, and might have been influenced by controversy in this Clunker Showdown in 2025. So let's get into all of it here. A recap of the 2025 Clunker Showdown. First, what is the Clunker Showdown? Essentially, it's a reverse playoffs with last place finishes counting as wins and DNFs counting as stage wins. Winning a race or making the actual playoffs automatically eliminates you from the showdown, and it's formatted just like the playoffs with rounds of 16, 12, 8, and a loser takes all final four at Phoenix. The 16 drivers who made the showdown in order of their seeding entering the showdown were John Hunter Nemechek in 16th, Zane Smith in 15th, Justin Haley in 14th, Sad Kyle Busch in 13th, Eric Jones in 12th, Daniel Suarez in 11th, Todd Gilliland in 10th, Ty Dillon in 9th, Brad Keselowski in 8th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 7th, Cole Custer in 6th, Carson Hocevar in 5th, AJ Allmendinger in 4th, Noah Gragson in 3rd, surprisingly, Cody Ware in 2nd, and Riley Herbst was your number 1 seed. No showdown driver finished last in the round of 16, mostly thanks to playoff driver Josh Berry. Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, and AJ Allmendinger tried to exit early from the showdown, but terrible performances at Bristol saw them advance to the round of 12. Yay. While disgraceful drivers like John Hunter Nemechek, Brad Keselowski, Carson Hocevar, and Eric Jones were eliminated in the round of 16. In the round of 12, the Clunkers struck back as Daniel Suarez, Cody Ware, and Riley Herbst all scored last place finishes to advance to the round of 8. The battle around the cut line was also fascinating, with Kyle Busch and Zane Smith rising, or more like regressing, to the occasion and going from below the cut line to start the round to advancing to the round of 8 on lack of points. This round saw some shocking eliminations from consistent backrunners such as Todd Gilliland, Justin Haley, Ty Dillon, and Cole Custer. In the round of 8, the Clunkers returned to the shadows, as none of them finished last in the round to automatically advance to the final four. Cody Ware and Riley Herbst easily advanced to the finale on points, while sadly in contrast, the suck bus ended for Kyle Busch and Zane Smith. The battle for the final 2 spots was between AJ Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, Daniel Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Gragson, the 3 seed, fell below the cut line early in the round, but was able to find worse performances than Daniel Suarez, whose terrible showdown ended in the round of 8. And though Ricky Stenhouse tried to keep the cut line close, he was just not in the same league, and also did not advance to the final 4. That means your top 4 seeds entering the showdown, Cody Ware, Riley Herbst, Noah Gragson, and AJ Allmendinger, all advanced to the final 4. Any one of the final 4 could lose big and win the showdown entering Phoenix. However, early, the top 2 contenders emerged for the championship. That being loser favorite Cody Ware and AJ Allmendinger, who was already starting the race in a backup car, so good on him. He got the memo. But he would still have to overcome the sheer suckery known as Ware. And for the opening segment of the race, Ware sucked worse. Both Gragson and Herbst remained on the lead lap near the halfway point, while Ware was 2 laps down and Dinger was only 1 lap down. At this rate, if none of the final 4 DNF'd, Ware would run away with the title. But not if AJ Allmendinger had anything to say about it.
Got another tire failure. It looks like to me, the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. This is the second hit that he's had this weekend. AJ knows the damage is too much. He's just getting out.
And just like that, on lap 150, AJ Allmendinger pulled out the most clutch last place DNF of the season. Ware could do nothing but continue to run and surprisingly finish on the lead lap in 30th, while Noah Gragson finished 27th and Riley Herbst finished 23rd. The championship was over, and after being 1 year removed from coming up short in the Xfinity Series Final Four, AJ Allmendinger could sob silently, knowing that he had descended the furthest in the NASCAR Cup field to lay claim to his first J.D. McDuffie Cup.
Whoop-doo-doo.
However, many spectators criticized Dinger's first Duff Cup because many believe that Cody Ware was the deserving Clunker champion. Ware had 3 more DNFs, a 9-position worse average finish, and fewer overall stats than Dinger. But on the other hand, Dinger had 4 last place finishes compared to Ware's 2. In a season-long points format, Dinger would have finished 26th in the points, while Ware would have finished last, 416 points behind Dinger, which is just statistically impressive. Regardless what side of the fence you are on, the format to decide the number 1 clunker has changed for 2026, a return to the chase, which I will discuss in another video. So there you have it, the 2025 Clunker Showdown champion, AJ Allmendinger, claiming his first J.D. McDuffie Cup. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Brendan Bryan, and I will see you all next time.